Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are just about to jump into our next game for today, and it is of course the Saigon Tanker Club taking on the SuperNoobs next up for this semi-final, and we're going to be doing this one on Himmelsdorf of course for our next map rotation of the day, and we're already getting some tag picks underway. Of course it is Himmelsdorf, so nothing too crazy. IS3s, lots of those, a couple of 5100s, all of that fun stuff. And actually let's go ahead and take another quick look at the head-to-head matchup. Let's bring that one in there, and I've got to say the Saigon Tanker Club, they have a great logo right here. It's a good one, well designed actually. SuperNoobs as well, not too bad either. But yes, they're going to be doing battle here in this semi-final. Of course, the winner proceeding on to the grand final, the loser going down into the third place final. So it's looking like the last pick there for W. Lewis on the Saigon Tanker Club side is going to be a T54 lightweight. So there we go. And Himmelsdorf, you know, these two teams might be a little bit you know, unmatched on some maps, but I really think Himmelsdorf, you can always pull off a win on Himmels. It's one of those maps where you don't quite need as much strategy, I don't feel, as some of the other ones. So let's go ahead and let everyone know that we're ready. But yeah, you need a lot of mechanical skills on Himmelsdorf. Lots of, you know, you need to know how to side scrape, how to angle your armor correctly, lots of that sort of thing. So there we go, and it's looking like right now W saying wait, disconnect. So it looks like the guys just had a little bit of a disconnect there, so it looks like Dukan will be jumping back into the action as soon as possible. And once he's back in action, we should be able to get this one underway. Lucky we didn't start actually, because he's just disconnected there in that AMX-12T. And the AMX-12T on the attacking side, well, we've seen it kind of almost win games before, that AMX, just by sitting right there on the 2 flag where it can't really get hit because it's so small. So yes, I do like the AMX 12T on the attacking side, but yeah, the T37 on the defense, nothing wrong with that either, I don't think. Now the SuperNoobs as well though, they've got, what else have they got? IS3s, couple of AMX 5100s, nothing too crazy. And on the other side, of course, we've got 4 IS3s, 1 AMX 5100, 1 T54 lightweight. Nothing wrong with throwing a T54 in the fray there, even if it is Himmelsdorf. It does show you that well, maybe that T54 may need a bit of a nerf there. Who knows? Anyway, so once we get this one started, I think SuperNoobs, I mean, they've got a great lineup. They know how to play Himmelsdorf. They're an excellent team. But yeah, I don't know. I think SGC might be able to take at least one. Well, not at least one, but might be able to take one map in this series off them. That would be great to see, and maybe draw it out to the third map in this series, which is, let me just take a look at the brackets. The third map, if it does go to a decider, is going to be Mines, actually. So, could potentially work out for SGC if they manage to get to it, but who knows. Right now, though, we are getting this one underway here on Himmels, and I think we're going to be rolling through the SuperNoobs lineup once this game starts off. And following them out of the rollout, seeing where they decide to set up in their defensive positions. And I'm going to be expecting a fairly standard defensive setup here from the SuperNoobs. Nothing too crazy. But yes, So with 5 seconds left on the clock, I think the SuperNoobs right here. Let's run through them. So we have got NT lock here. Ooh, and they're not rolling out. That usually means something's wrong. And actually I only count 6 SuperNoobs, so that is probably what's wrong. So we're not going to be getting the rollout happening there. It's going to be probably heading back into the garage. And yeah. Okay, so let's head back into the garage here. Obviously a bit of a mistake from the looks of things. Alrighty. And I think that was Hien there in his T37. Might have accidentally changed out or quit or something, but not to worry. Yeah, bit of a misclick potentially, something like that. So once everyone is back in the correct tanks, should be able to get this one underway. And looks like the SuperNoobs there have at least one supporter in chat, freaking ESL BTI, saying good luck SuperNoobs in chat. Okay. Here we go. So, all of the SuperNoobs are in this time. We are ready to roll. 25 seconds left on the scoreboard before we get this one kicked off. And I think right here the SuperNoobs probably going to be just sending a couple down to the railway, couple to the 2 flag, maybe some down into the D3 area just to look at kind of this banana cross. Probably, I would be suspecting. We'll have to wait and see though. So as we get the rollout happening, we have got NT lock on the SuperNoob side. He's going to be in the AMX 5100, as is Tang in his AMX 5100. We've got Kongsun in the IS3, Ironhide in his IS3 there, Sunbow in his own, the last in the IS3 as well, and Hien going to be in the T37, maybe moving into a bit of a proxy spot location from the looks of things. Not too sure. Yes, it is looking like he will be, yep, heading in towards that nice little proxy spot location, which does spot out any tanks that try and head down the banana there. And oh, is he going to try and poke it even? Oh, oh, whoop, whoop. Oh, and he tries to poke it. He pays the price for that one as well. His turret traverse is going to get taken down, so does actually decide to repair that one, which is fair enough. But SGC going to be happy they got the first shot there. And just getting a little bit carried away potentially, but did get a little bit of valuable information, which will become less valuable if the SGC guys rotate off that area. But anyways, so right now Ironhide in his IS3, just going to be looking down there. Ooh. Does he see anyone? Does he see anyone? It doesn't look like it at the moment. He's not really being able to spot those IS3s hitting around there. So it looks like no. The answer is he does not see anyone. In the meantime, we've got Kongsun here in his IS3, just setting up, looking down the railway on this kind of C3 defensive position here. But you've got Noxfam in the AMX 5100 on the attacking side, looking to maybe push down the railway as well. But really, all of the attackers are very spread out. We've got W. Lewis up here on the top, on the kind of cathedral, church, castle, whatever you want to call it area. Himmelsdorf. So, Hien's actually going to be going down there. So Noxfam finds himself a kill. Hien was already damaged, of course, earlier on. And that AMX 5100 just needing one shell, I think, to finish him off. Got life or die here in his IS3. Going to be trying to maybe side scrape his way into... No, maybe not. Just heading back now. So overall, we're seeing SGC playing a very cautious game here on the attack, and it's certainly working out for them quite well at the moment, but they do need to decide where they're going to be pushing on to. And that is always the issue. So we've got Life or Die here. Going to be pushing up with 10. And pushing up with this other IS3. Eating up through the banana. Knocking down some light poles while he does that. And it's looking like they're not going to be met with any resistance just yet either, actually. Is Life or Die. Well, in the meantime, we can see Ironhide. Looks like he's just taken down a Ducan there. So the AMX 12T going down. But here we go. Life or Die rounds the corner, takes a big hit, 360 damage. The last hit's the other IS3 there as well, dealing a nice shell, putting a nice shell through his armor, I should say. Sunbow takes a big hit there. We're seeing Life or Die continue to push up. Oh, nice little ricochet there. He probably doesn't actually want to push up any further than that because Kong-san will be able to, then get a nice shot onto him, drop down to 415 HP, and he misses his shot on the last, or it ricochets, I think. And there we go, he's on 21 HP. His driver's down, needs one more hit before he goes down. The last is still looking pretty healthy, and oh no, that was another ricochet on the last. Not looking good. But in the meantime, two other SuperNoobs tanks have fallen on the other side. They're all Life or Die. Gets another ricochet right there. Another one from the last. Life or Die. He's choosing life this time, that's for sure. As Kong-san trying his hardest to make sure that he goes down. And finally he does. But what a hero effort there from Life or Die. That might have just bought Team VN, or bought SGC enough time to stay alive in this battle and turn the tide. Although no, just like that, Kong-san finds another one. That's going to be World of Tanks Vietnam going down. Super Cub 11 is all the way back here, and I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh no. That is disappointing. It looks like Super Cub might have either DC'd or something like that. He's not looking good. So yeah, there we go. Looks like Super Cub will be going down now, unfortunately. Or very, very soon. So yep. And all of the remaining SuperNoobs crew have all got 2 kills each, actually. And this might be the third for Anti-Lock. As we flick over to Anti-Lock, make sure we don't miss the action. There we go, Anti-Lock just going to be able to polish off Super Cub 11 in that IS3 right there. So yeah, obviously Super Cub DC'd. If he hadn't DC'd, that could have been a very different story, I feel. So very unfortunate there for SGC. SuperNoobs going to be able to take that one out in the end. And taking a look at the team score there, we can see Anti-Lock was up the top in his AMX 5100, 2.8k damage. Ironhide right after that, with both him and Kong-san dealing about 1.4, 1.5k damage. On the other side though, Noxfam in his AMX 5100 dealt 2.2k just about, so fair amount of damage there. But yeah, there we go, we can see Super Cub 11 offline, unfortunately. So there we go. And so, okay, good move there from SGC. Going to be swapping out their offline member and getting the repicks happening as well. So I think that is going to be ninth Voz. Yep, 9th Voz coming up there. And this time it is going to be the SuperNoobs on the attack, so seeing what they can do. Let's have a look. I think probably going to be seeing, well, maybe even the exact same tank picks. I would not be surprised to see the SuperNoobs going with 2 AMX 5100s here, 4 IS3s, and also 1 probably T37, maybe an AMX 12T as well if they're feeling like it. Probably not going to be seeing the Cromwell. I don't think the Cromwell works quite as well on Himmelsdorf, particularly on the attack. So not going to be seeing that one, I don't think. But we've got, what else? W. Lewis there picking 2 AMX 5100s. Okay, so looks like SGC, the Saigon Tanker Club, this time are going to be going with those two AMX 5100s instead of just one. They said, you know what? It definitely worked out last round, so let's go ahead and go for two. And I think that's a good move there for the defense. We've got the SuperNoobs picking another 2 IS3s. So that leaves them with 4 IS3s in total at the moment. And what else? We've got W. Lewis there. Still just thinking about his next picks. Okay, so going to be going with a regular IS. Okay, regular IS and a T32 over there on the defensive side from the looks of things. So, oh, okay, no. Changes by saying, okay, yeah, that I think I like that better. Going with that 2 IS2s instead of that one. So that is it's a pretty good move there. Going with those 2 Tier 7 Soviet heavy tanks. Oh, sorry, Soviet, Chinese. Manufactured in, I'm pretty sure, Russia, but... and Soviet in design, but it is, of course, a Chinese Tier 7 heavy tank. Alrighty. But yeah, there's so many ISs, they can get a little bit confusing at times. But, no, I like the idea of picking those IS2s. They got the nice gun on it. 122mm with 250mm of penetration if you're firing gold rounds. Nice alpha damage on that one as well, of course. So it's looking like right now, WoT is the call from 9th Foz, so he's not quite ready yet. Of course, the IS-2 does have quite nice frontal armor as well. In fact, nicer frontal armor than the IS. It also has 50 more HP. Alrighty, and it's looking like 9th Foz should be ready now. So we can get this one underway just about once NT lock is ready. Okay, there we go. NT lock's ready. Alrighty, there we go. So, with 28 seconds left on the scoreboard, I think this time I might actually follow out the Saigon Tanker Club as they roll out on the defensive side. So we can see where they're headed to. With 13 seconds left on the clock. Alrighty. Let's see what happens there. Okay, here we go. So, NT lock. We're going to be heading up the hill there for the SuperNoobs, but let's flick over to the defenders here, Saigon Tanker Club, and see where they're heading out to. So we've got this IS-3 9th Foz going to be rolling out here. Life or Die also rolling out. We've got Dukan in the T-32, World of Tanks Vietnam in the IS-3, Huey in the IS-3. Probably saying that one wrong, I do apologise. Knox Fam in the AMX 5100 and W. Lewis in his AMX 5100. So they're setting the AMX 5100s down the rail tracks from the looks of things, but I can see on the SuperNoobs side, let's actually flick over to them. They are wasting no time in heading up the bananas. So that is going to be Sunbao leading that charge, and he is not mucking around. Rolls straight out onto the street there and doesn't actually take any shots. So that's good for the SuperNoobs right there. They managed to get themselves out onto the street without taking any shots. There we go. Sunbao gets a hit. Kong Sun as well. They both managed to deal a nice shell's worth of damage on towards that defender there in that IS-2. I think that is going to be 9th Voz. So the new sub for the Saigon Tanker Club already being put under a lot of pressure right there. And 2 more shots and he will be going down. Gets dropped down to 107 HP there. Finally taken out by Sunbao. And just like that, the guys from the Saigon Tanker Club have lost their first tank. Sunbao right here in this IS-3. Going to be looking down the road as a couple more of the IS-3s moving up towards the base cap to try and get that one capped. And we'll be seeing the last just poking his head in. Kong Sun has now started out that capture. We've got NT Lock up on the top here. Probably going to be moving down soon. Tang is down the down near the 2 flag as well. So it's looking like all of the SGC guys are now rotating back. So we've got this IS-3 here, 10. Trying to get a few shots across. Can't quite hit Kong Sun though. So they are going to need to try and push in towards that flag, which is going to be the issue right here for the Saigon Tanker Club. Now that the SuperNoobs have pushed up all of the kind of easily exposed streets, now that they're set on the flag, it's almost like a defense for them. You can see right here that Dukan is getting absolutely smashed in his T-32. The IS-2 here as well, life or die. Well, it's got good armor for a tier 7, but still not enough to ricochet any or many of those shots at all from the SuperNoobs lineup. Raining down on it. Misses that one against Tangaroy. And we're going to be seeing that base cap actually finished off. Just like that. So, wow. The SGC guys did not even have enough time to stop the base cap before it happened. So it's not often that we see a game finish where with only 1 tank destroyed in the entire match. But there you go. So SGC, they definitely gave it a good little crack there, particularly in that first round. But unfortunately for them, they are now eliminated and are now going to be heading out in towards the 3rd place final, where they're going to be doing battle against the loser of the other semi-final that's going on between SF and Kiza Gaming. So guys, we're going to be jumping off right now to a quick little break after that one, I think. But do not go anywhere, of course. Right after this, not only do we have the 3rd place final coming up, but after the 3rd place final is where we've got the best of 5 special, one that everyone has been waiting for. I'm certainly looking forward to it. It is, of course, the grand final between, I think, SuperNoobs, of course, and the winner of SF and Kiza Gaming. So do not go anywhere. That's coming up right after this.